Chelli. We are
Hi.
interviewing Miss Chelli. She's a first-time home buyer. She's already purchased her home, and we just wanted to do a little quick interview about her experience with working with our team, Team Del Rentis. So, Chelli, the first question I have for you, I know you've never purchased a home before, but I'll just ask it anyway for our viewers. Have you ever purchased a home before?
I have now.
You have
because
now?
I bought my first home.
Yay! And what made you decide to buy a home?
There were a few different things. I think our biggest one was it was actually cheaper in the area to buy a home than it was to continue renting.
Yes.
So after 8 years, we decided to take the plunge and buy our first home.
It's very exciting. What was the difference between what your expectation was at the beginning of the process versus the actual experience of buying a home?
Honestly, because it was so short notice with us buying the house, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff I didn't know. So, I mean, I guess, just ignorance on this whole thing kind of made some things where I was like, oh, I didn't know this was a thing.
Right.
So some of the things were a little bit more difficult. But overall, it was a lot easier, which I actually think was because of you. You were really good at basically holding my hand the whole way through to make sure everything got done because I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, that was awesome. Okay. And then what was something that you learned as a first-time home buyer that you wouldn't have necessarily known unless you'd used us as your realtors?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I did not know about before buying our home was that with the VA loan, and I guess with other loans as well, because banks come in and have someone do an appraisal for them too, but the VA loan appraiser person.
Yes.
And that was a little scary for me just because I didn't know that there was going to be an outside person coming in and saying whether or not we could buy the home that we wanted. So thank goodness, she thought it was worth it, and we got to buy it. But that was a big thing that I didn't know was a thing.
Yes, absolutely. And I know I explained this a little bit to you, but as far as like if you were looking at a home that was a as-is home and it probably didn't have flooring or appliances, you cannot purchase that with a VA home. With a VA home, a VA loan, it has to be habitable. You have to be able to move in and live in it right away. And so that was something that she did not know, and a lot of people don't know as first-time home buyers. Even as second-time home buyers, they don't necessarily know it.
Yeah.
So very good. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say?
There is. If you're looking for a great realtor team, this is the team. I absolutely love them. Nanda's been doing this forever. Geraldine's new, but she was absolutely amazing, answered my questions. Just the entire team was very knowledgeable and did so much to help us out, and we really appreciate them.
Yay, thank you so much. Well, it was a pleasure having you on, and we look forward to doing another live video another time. Thanks, guys.